mail. What's this?
I think it's your mail.
A letter from Billy Johnston.
What's that little freak want this time?
I wonder why he's written me.
Because Santa and God didn't answer?
Dear Mr. Weatherman, can't you do something about the weather? Today I was getting ready to go on a picnic with Mother and Dad, but it rained, and we couldn't go.
Aw.
So I decided I would write you. I know that the rain comes from the sky, but how does all that water get up there, and what makes it come down? Yours, Billy Johnston. P.S. Please promise me good weather for our next picnic.
And don't jerk me around.
Guess I'd better answer Billy's letter right away. Too bad the rain spoiled his picnic.
But that seems like a Billy problem.
Dear Billy, you know that neither I nor anyone else can make the rain stop or start, but maybe I can tell you where it comes from, where it goes, and how it gets back up in the sky.
I'll make you regret reaching out, that's for
You
sure.
remember how you've looked up and seen the clouds shutting off the blue sky?
Yeah.
The clouds got bigger and darker as you watched.
Hey, how long have you been watching me?
And soon, it was raining. Rain does a lot of good work, Billy. It fills the streams and brooks and rivers.
Brooks, Shields, Rivers, Cuomo, et al.
It gives water to the trees and bushes and flowers so they can grow.
Hey, stop playing rain's advocate.
Some of it makes puddles on the ground, maybe by the walk in your yard.
Yeah, maybe. What of it?
But when the rain stops and the sun shines again, the water in the puddles gradually disappears.
Stolen by rain goblins.
Though you can't see it, some of the water is going right back into the air.
But I can't see it.
When you've watched Mother get your supper, have you ever noticed the tea kettle boiling on the stove?
You know what? I have.
As the water boils, the steam rises from the spout and goes into the air. If the water boiled long enough, it would all turn into steam and go into the air. And that, Billy, is what happens to the water in the puddles.
My mom
The
boils
sun
it?
warms the water and turns some of it into water vapor, which goes into the air, but so slowly that you can't see it. This invisible water is called water vapor.
Is that like Darth Vapor?
And here's another way to answer your question, Billy.
Get
You may
bent,
have helped
loser.
Mother hang wet clothes out on the line. If water didn't turn into vapor and go into the air, those clothes would never dry, no matter how long they hung.
Mother seems nice.
They'd stay wet, full of water.
I stopped reading this letter 4 paragraphs ago.
But because water does turn into vapor in the warm air, the clothes will dry as they hang out on the line for a few hours.
Being a bedwetter, Billy's more than familiar with this whole process.
Whenever water goes back into the air, we say that it evaporates. Evaporates. See the word vapor in there?
Oh, yeah.
Evaporates means to turn into vapor.
My cousin turned into a vapor.
Later, when you came back to take the clothes down, they were nice and dry because all the water in them had evaporated into the air.
How is any of this going to save my picnic? Stay on topic.
All the rain that falls, sooner or later, goes back into the air. That's how the rain gets up in the sky.
But how did the original water get up
evaporates
there?
From the puddles. It also evaporates from the brooks
Brooke Baldwin's,
and the lakes
Ricky Lakes,
and the rivers
River Thames,
and from the oceans.
Billy Oceans,
Everywhere
whatever.
it is evaporating, turning into water vapor and going back into the air.
This has become repetitive.
But now, Billy, what makes this vapor return to Earth as water?
A subpoena?
Watch sometime when Mother pours hot water into the sink.
Lean in real close for a good look.
When the hot steam touches the cool glass, it forms drops of water which are almost like raindrops. See how wet the window gets? Heating water makes it evaporate. Cooling vapor changes it back to water. We say it condenses.
See the word dense in there, Billy?
Look at the glass next time you drink your milk. Does it seem to sweat? Well, the glass isn't really sweating, of course, but it is wet. It's just the water vapor in the nearby air being condensed or turned back to water by the cool glass.
Only boiled milk for Billy.
The same thing happens outdoors. Invisible water vapor is turned back to water by the cool air. Some vapor condenses on flowers and bushes where it forms tiny drops of water called dew.
Do you do the dew, Billy?
Sometimes the cool air condenses the water vapor into a heavy gray mist that looks like steam. This we call fog.
According to John Carpenter, it has pirates in
But
it.
much of the vapor rises into the sky. There it condenses into tiny water droplets which gather into clouds. As more vapor rises and cools, the larger and darker the clouds become. When they are heavy with water, the rain falls.
Now, please lose my address, Billy.
That's the story of rain. Where it comes from, where it goes, and how the earth has been using the same water over and over again ever since the world began.
That doesn't sound sanitary.
Yes, now you know, too, why I can't promise you good weather for your next picnic.
Ah, what a jip. Thank you so much for watching Fun with Shorts. This series is supported by Patreon and patrons like these wonderful people right here. They get early access to new episodes and exclusive episodes every month. Also, check out the updated funwithshorts.com for DVDs and merch and all the good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you next time.